Hello Year 4, it's Mrs Dunn here with your maths lesson for today. It is the 14th of January. Hope you're all well. The first job I've got for you this morning is your mental maths quiz. So on the board you've got 10 questions. I'd like you to answer each question and then come back to me for the answers. Pause the video now and answer the questions, please. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to go through each of those questions. On the board in red you can see the answers. So question number 1, 4 2pences are the same as 1 5p and 3p. Divide 21 by 3. The answer is 7. Number 3, 8 add 10. So 8 add 7 take away 10 equals 5. So your 8 add 7 would give you 15. Take away your 10 equals 5. Question 4, double 30 equals 60. So you could use your knowledge of double 3 to help you. Question 5, what is 10p add 2p add 2p? Take away 7p. So doing the addition first, 10 add 2 add 2 equals 14p, and then I've got my 7p to subtract, which leaves me with 7p. Question 6, something add 7 equals 15. 8 add 7 equals 15. 3 kilograms times 7 kilograms equals 21 kilograms, so just doing 3 times 7, making sure you've got that unit of measure. Question 8, 16 take away something equals 9. 16 take away 7 equals 9. Question 9, 40 divided by 10 equals 4. And then finally question 10, what do I need to add to 89 to make 100? And the answer is 11. So give yourself a tick for each correct answer, and then we can have a look at today's lesson. So in maths today, we're going to be ordering and comparing numbers. We're going to be using the greater than and less than symbol, and we also are going to use the equal symbol. We need to look at the digit on the left hand side first. So let's start off with some picture numbers. So we've got some numbers here represented using the base 10 rods that we'd use at school. So let's look at this top number here. I have got, find my pen, 1,230, and then counting my little ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my top number here is 1,237. Here I've got 200s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I've got 5 10s and 2, 4, 6 1s. So I've got to decide whether or not 1,237 is greater than 256. So I can look at my left hand side first. So looking at the left hand digit, over here I've got 1,000. Over here I haven't got any thousands, so immediately I know that my 1,237 is greater than 256. And if you remember in school, we always think of this as our crocodile mouth, and the crocodile would like to eat the biggest number. So his mouth is wide open to the biggest number. Okay, let's have a look at another one. So this time I'm working out whether 1,569 is greater than 1,432. So I'm going to start off by just writing down the numbers that I'm working with. So 1,569 and 1,432. 32. So the first thing I've got to do is look at my left-hand digit. So 1000 over here, 1000 over here. They're both the same, so that doesn't help me at the moment. Got 500 here, 400 here. So 500 is greater than 400, so I know that this is my greater number. So there's big crocodile mouth has got to be open to my greater number, which is this side. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So which is greater, 2392 or 2398? So I'm going to record the numbers that I'm working with. 2392 or 2398. It's a very big 9. Okay, so first of all, looking at my left hand side, my 2000s and 2000s are exactly the same. 300s doesn't help me to decide. 910s and 910s still doesn't help me to decide. So I'm down to my ones digits, 2 ones and 8 ones. So this number 2398 is the greatest. So this time my big crocodile mouth is pointing this way. Okay, now I've got 3876. Oh, and I've also got 3876. And you might have spotted already that those numbers are actually the same, but let's just double check. 3000s, correct, both the same. 800s, both the same. 710s, both the same, and 6 ones. So those numbers are equal. So we use our equal symbol. Okay, your turn now. So what I'd like you to do is to have a go at this one and then come back to me and we'll go through the answer. So pause the video and have a go yourself. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to have a go. So we are thinking about 4,562. We're comparing that to 3,207. Okay, so first job, look at my digit on the left hand side. I've got 4,000 here, 3,000 here. I don't need to check any other digits because already 4,000 is greater than 3,000, so my greater than symbol is open at the 4,562. Okay, let's have a look at ordering some numbers now. So I have got some numbers displayed on the screen. I'm going to order these numbers in ascending order. So I'm like my aeroplane, getting higher into the sky on its ascent. I'm going to start with the smallest number and get greater as I go through. So I'm looking here for the smallest number. Straight away, I spot number 3. Number 3, it's a 1-digit number. It's going to be my smallest, so I'm crossing that out. Now I'm looking for any other 1-digit numbers. There aren't any. Looking for 2-digit numbers, and there aren't any. So now I'm looking at 3-digit numbers, and I can see here I've got 965. There aren't any other 3-digit numbers, so that must be my next number. Okay, I'm going to cross that out so I know I've done it. Now I've got some 4-digit numbers left, so I've got this one, I've got this one, and I've got this one. So I'm going to look at the digits on the left hand side. I've got 2,000s here, 1,000 here, and 2,000 here. So this number here, 1,697, is the next number in my sequence. I'm going to cross that out. So now I'm left with these two numbers, so I've got to decide which one is next. So I'm looking for the smaller number out of these two. 2,125 or 2,116. So they've both got 2,000s, they've both got 100. This one here has got 2 10s and this one here has got 1 10. So this number is less. So 2,116 is the next number in my sequence. Cross it out. I've got all of those crossed out. So 2,125 is the last number in my sequence. So that sequence is going in ascending order. This time we need to go in descending order. So we look for the largest, the greatest number, and we put that first. So I've got some 4-digit numbers here. So I've got a 3,000 one here, a 1,000 here, and a 3,000 here. So it's not going to be this one. So 3,861 or 3,859. So we've both got 3,000s. They've both got 800s. This one here's got 6 10s and this one's got 5. So 3,861 is going to come first because it's got 6 10s and that makes it greater. Cross that out. And we've already said that it was between those two numbers, so 3,859 will come next. And then I can cross that one out to remind myself that I've done it. Okay, so now we're just left with one other 4-digit number. Because it's a 4-digit number, it's greater than a 3-digit number, so we can write that one down next. Cross it out to show I've done it. So now I'm left with 295 and 8. This has got hundreds, tens and ones. This number's just got ones, so my 295 is definitely the next number, and the final number is number 8. It's going to be the least because it hasn't got any tens, hundreds or thousands. And I'll just cross it out so I know I've done it. So that's my sequence in a descending order. Okay, here's some fluency for you to have a go at. So these first two sequences, you're going to put the numbers in ascending order, and then these two sets of numbers you're putting in descending order. Pause the video and have a go, and then come back to me for the answers. Okay, so in red on the board you have got your answers. So the numbers in this sequence were getting greater, and the same in this one, and then in these sequences they were getting smaller and smaller in this one. So have a look at your answers and give yourself a tick if you've got them correct. Pause the video and mark your work. Okay, hopefully you did okay with those. The next little bit of fluency that I've got for you is using the greater than, less than and equal symbol. So what I'd like you to do for each of these pairs of numbers is to decide if it's greater than or less than or equals to. So pause the video and have a go at those questions and then come back to me for the answers, please. Okay, hopefully you got on okay with those. On the board in red, you can see I've popped in the greater than or less than symbols. There weren't any equals to ones. So go through and give yourself a tick if you got it correct. Pause the video and mark your work and then pop back to me. Okay, we're on to some problem solving now. And on the screen you can see some work that's been completed by someone called Dana and some work that's been completed by Leo. What I'd like you to do is look at each of their answers and decide if it's right or wrong. Have they got the answer correct? And then you'll decide who's got the most correct answers, whether Dana's done the best or Leo has. So pause the video and decide which ones are right and which ones are wrong, and then come back to me for the answers. Okay, so I've put a cross or a Y for yes, they've got it right, because I couldn't do a tick on here. And I can see that Dana has got 3 correct answers, but Leo has only got 2 correct answers. So Dana did the best on her work today. Let's have a look at the next activity. So another problem solving here. I'd like you to order these values starting with the smallest. So you're going to be going in ascending order. So we've got some numbers in words, and then we've got some numbers with the base 10 and with the counters. So pause the video and write down those numbers in the correct order, starting with the smallest. Then when you've done that, pop back to me and we'll have a look. Okay, so I have chosen to write the numbers in figures. So I started with 2,179, that was the smallest. 7,912 I thought was the next one. 9,162 I think is the next number, so we've got 9 thousands here, 100, 6 tens and 2 ones, and then I thought this was the greatest number with 9,721. Okay, well done if you got that correct. Okay, so we've got a reasoning question now, and we've got Dana back from earlier on in our lesson. Dana has picked 4 cards from a set of cards, and she's arranged them to make as many 4-digit numbers as she could. So she chose 3, 4, 5 and 7. Leo thinks that the greatest number that Dana could make is 7,453. Do you agree? Explain your reason. So do you think there is a larger number, a greater number that you could make? And explain why. So pause the video and have a go at that question, please, and then pop back to me when you're done. Okay, so here's the answer to our reasoning question today. So Leo is not correct. To make the greatest number, Dana should use the digits in descending order. So descending order, remember, is when the numbers are getting bigger. So Dana could make 7,543, which is greater than 7,453. So by swapping the 4 and the 5, so that you've got 500s, it would make the number greater. Well done if you spotted that greater number. Okay, here is a copy of the stretch challenge for today, and it's also uploaded into Teams if you want to have a go at that, and the answers to the stretch are there as well. So using the digit cards to make as many numbers, and then you're fitting in those numbers so that these greater than and less than symbols work. And there are lots of solutions to that problem, but I've uploaded 2 possible solutions for you to have a look at as well. Okay, so that was today's lesson. We were ordering and comparing numbers. Hopefully you've marked your work as we went through the video and you've done okay with that. If you didn't, remember you can email us or join us at one of the lives and we can have a look again together. Tomorrow is a really exciting day. We've got our very first maths trivia quiz, and I've also got a problem solving challenge for you to complete. There'll be 2 separate videos tomorrow to look out for. One's for the quiz and one will be for the problem solving. Hope you enjoyed our lesson today, Year 4. Take care and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.